What's up guys, Tamrakshan here. OnePlus Buds is OnePlus's first truly wireless headphone in which the main highlight is the pricing. The official retail pricing of the OnePlus Buds as of making this video is 4,990 Indian rupees, and that pricing seems compelling for a wireless buds which follows the design theme of the original Apple AirPods. And by the way, what you get with the Buds in box is just the documentations and a small USB-C charging cable. And here is our main highlight, which is the Buds itself. This is the white color, but it's available in two other colors too, which are the Not Blue, which is this one, and there will be a grey color option later on. And here the materials used is plastic, which has a matte texture for the casing, and the case is not a very big one, but compared to the original AirPods, this case of the OnePlus Buds is a bigger one. But still, it's a very pocketable and easy to carry one. Now the design of this casing actually follows the same theme of the AirPods case, where you get the indicator light in the front, and on the back side there is the pairing button and the hinge. And on the bottom we get the charging port, which is USB-C. And overall about the sturdiness of the case, well, it feels solidly built, but the top lid of the not blue color I have has a bit of a wobble which is not present in the white one. So I think the sturdy nature of the lid of the casing varies based on units. And then checking the Buds itself, well, it has magnetic attachment which is strong enough such that the Buds won't fall out of the case, and here as you can see, these Buds, even though at its core has the same design theme of the AirPods, well, it's a bit more chunkier one than the AirPods. The overall structure is a bit thick, even though the portion that stays inside the ear is same as what's seen in the AirPods. And here, since the OnePlus Buds are a bit different in dimension than the AirPods, the fitting for me was not that great as what I got with the AirPods. Now it does stay in my ear without any issues, but still it's not the perfect fit that I get from the AirPods. And because of that, this is not a wireless buds that I'll recommend for workouts. If you use it for workouts, it will get loose and the possibility of it popping out from your ear is high. But from a comfort perspective, the Buds are very comfortable for a long period of use because they are very lightweight. And also this casing cap is magnetic and the closing click is very satisfying. So from the things that we checked so far, what I would like to highlight is that as of now the build quality seems to be good and the comfort is great, even though the fitting is average for me. And in general about these types of earphones, the fitting varies based on individuals, and as a reference, if you have any wired headphones which has the design scheme of the earpods, and if it fits in your ear, then this one should fit fine. Well, now that we got an idea about the overall shape and build quality of the OnePlus Buds, let's check the pairing process, and here it can be paired with any phones or laptops or tablets which have Bluetooth support. And here I did try to pair it with an iPhone, and for that the pairing is like the usual Bluetooth pairing method in which first you have to open the Buds case, and if it's for the first time the Buds are opened, then it's automatically set in pairing mode, but if you manually need to invoke the pairing mode, just press and hold this single button for 3 to 5 seconds, and then you can see the indicator light blinking in white, which means the Buds is in pairing mode. And when you see that, open the Bluetooth settings in your phone and check for OnePlus Buds, and once you spot it, just tap it and it will be paired. Now it's a simple process, but I really wanted to check the fast pairing feature with the OnePlus phone, and actually I tried to pair the second OnePlus Buds I have with the OnePlus 8, but unfortunately that quick pairing thing never popped up, and hence I did opt for the same getting into Bluetooth setting and manually pairing the Buds. This might be a bug, but still, this normal method was fine for me. And once the Buds is paired, well, if it's done with the OnePlus phone, you get to see a whole lot of stuff, starting with the battery percent of the Buds and the case, and then there are certain settings in which the double tap gesture that these Buds support can be customized. Now please note, this customization works only on a OnePlus phone, and specifically if it's any one of these OnePlus phones in the list, and the customization can be to any of these available options. Well, this double tap thing actually works on this surface of the Buds, which is touch sensitive, but what's a disappointing thing is that there is no single tap gesture or a triple tap gesture, but there is just one gesture which is double tap, and if it's any other phone other than the OnePlus phone in the list, this double tap just works for skipping to the next track. And that's a problem because play pause is a setting I love to use with gestures, and that can be mapped into double tap if it's a OnePlus phone from the supported list, but else the only way to play pause a music or a video is by taking a single bud out from the ear. So it's a sad thing that there isn't more gestures, but about the single gesture and the ear detection feature, well, here it all works fine without any issues. Now in the beginning of the video, I did mention that the main highlight of this headphone is the pricing, and as a continuation to that, the second main highlight of the OnePlus Buds is the sound quality. And that's a great thing because it's the most important factor for a headphone. OnePlus Buds' sound profile is tailored well for all-purpose use with crystal clear vocals. Every content that has a vocal part is perfectly clear, and for the mid and high tones, they are also good. But about the bass output, well, bass is present, but it's not that pronounced, and I would rate it average at best. And as a comparison guide, if you put it side by side with the AirPods, well then these, even though not identical to the sound output from the AirPods, it's very close, and I really enjoyed the sound output from the OnePlus Buds, especially for the price. So that's a great thing, and I'm really happy that OnePlus has done well with the sound quality, and the next obvious thing to focus on is the microphone quality. And here to put it simple, the microphones does a neat job. For calls, the person on the other hand could hear everything and there wasn't much of disturbance or wind noise, but it's not like the best quality even though OnePlus hypes it by marketing that there are 3 microphones and their algorithm does great noise cancellation. But compared to the OnePlus Bullet Wireless C, the microphone quality is much better here for calls, but for sending voice messages, especially WhatsApp voice messages, well, it's like a hit and miss. At times it does work, and if it works then the quality is good, but at other times while recording the voice message, it was all done through the phone's microphone even though these headphones were connected. Now I think it's a software bug which can be fixed through an OTA update, but right now since it's not working properly, it's something to keep note of. Then the next thing you'll be eager to find out is about the connectivity, and here firstly the Bluetooth version used is Bluetooth 5, and the range I got during testing is pretty good. There wasn't any disconnections or other issues, and overall the Bluetooth connection does stay strong even with 2 to 3 volts as hindrance. And since we're talking about connectivity, I would like to touch on the quick switch feature available. This feature is for easily switching between the last 2 paired devices, and for that all you need to do is to hold the touch sensitive area of any one of the buds for 3 seconds. It's a handy feature and it does work great. Then the last thing to check, which is actually another best thing about this buds, is the battery. Here the battery backup is solid, and during my testing when the volume level was set to 70%, I got approximately 5.5 hours of playback time, and since the case also has a battery based on OnePlus's claims, the case and buds together can give a battery backup of approximately 30 hours after full charge. And about charging, well, there isn't any wireless charging support available, which is not a problem for me because mainly I don't use wireless charging, and also because there is fast charging support. Fast charging works with any adapter rated 5V 1.5 amps or above, and here because of this fast charging available, when you charge the buds for approximately 10 minutes, you can get approximately 10 hours of playback time. And by the way, the buds are also IPX4 rated, which means it's sweat and splash proof. And also if you're wondering about how these buds work while gaming, well, if it's any one of these OnePlus phones, then it has low latency support, and hence games like PUBG and Call of Duty Mobile works well without issues. But if it's any other device, then you'll experience a bit of latency related issues. So after checking everything, my final verdict is that the new OnePlus Buds is a great first gen completely wireless headphone from OnePlus. It's not something which is perfect, but still it does offer a great experience for the price. And if I finally divide these buds capabilities into great, good, average and need sure improvements, well, the great things about these buds are the price, sound quality and battery. Then the good things are the Bluetooth range and also the build quality. And now the average thing here is the microphone, and it's because of the unreliability. And lastly, what needs to improvements is the controls, because they need to add more controls. Then they surely have to polish the software to give a consistent experience. Now if you're wondering why I didn't rate the comfort and fitting of these buds, well, it's because it varies based on individuals, and for me it does come in the good part. That's all for this video guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, please do hit the like button, and also please don't forget to subscribe. See you again in the next one. Till then, bye.